Good evening. I can see some people are saying nga imwe ikale inifye. For me, I'm not like some of you who are failing to concede defeat and coming up with all sorts of excuses. For me, I already considered my defeat a long time. I considered my defeat a long time. I just saw the way the results were coming, the trend of the results, the way they were coming. I even considered. I'm not even bothered about what is being announced at the Civic Center. I'm just waiting for, you know, the final winner to be announced, which definitely it's either going to be a UPND candidate or PF candidate. So forget about me, and I have considered, and I want to take this opportunity to thank all the people that voted for me. You voted for me out of the message that I preached. At least, you know, those people that voted for me, they never got anything from me, you know. Other candidates, of course, I mean, the UPND and the PF, they were riding on the fact that, you know, PF is a ruling party, an old party, strong party, equally the UPND. But from my point of view, I mean, I didn't have resources. I just presented myself, and I got respectable votes. So I'm very content. I'm very content with the votes that I got, and I'm really grateful to the people that voted for me. I'm saying thank you very much for having confidence in me. I will make a formal statement later after, you know, somebody has been declared, and then I will also give you which direction I'm going to take in my political life. So I will announce that later. But at this point in time, the well-being or the stability of this country is at stake. The stability of this country is at stake. And it is at stake because of the delayed announcement of results. I know ECZ has said that they will announce results within 72 hours. I hope they will abide by that. I hope they will stick to that. But from the time that we started, I mean, we can see that it is possible that 72 hours they might actually not deliver on it. Look, each time they say they are going to announce the results, they don't announce them. Each time they are always coming up with excuses. Right now, we were waiting for them at 19 hours. What is the time now? What is the time now? It's 2014. And yet they say they're going to do it at 19 hours. And earlier on, by the way, they postponed it from 18 hours. They brought it to 19 hours. 19 hours, look at the time now. They are still not coming. And this has been happening. Now, people might be wondering, why is it taking this long? Why is it taking this long? Why are we having this situation? According to me, as Chilufya Tayali, in my opinion, according to me, I think people want to cheat. They want to cheat, and this is why it is becoming difficult. Because if they were straight, if they were transparent, they wouldn't be taking this long. Why is ECZ taking this long to announce the results when in the past it has been done? There is no new process that has been employed in this election, different from what was done in 2016, in 2015, in 2008. It is pretty much the same, apart from the fact that we have a new voter register, and of course the turnout is high. But even if the turnout is high, you cannot use that as an excuse, because It was expected. We had a high number of people who registered as voters. So definitely, we expected a lot of people to turn out. So you can't really blame it on the vote turnout. We also had a high voter turnout in 1991. We had a high voter turnout. But why is it that ECZ at that time, they managed to give results within 48 hours. Within 48 hours, they gave the results. It was actually within 24 hours. Because we started the day that we voted, the following day, in the morning, we knew that President Frederick Chilufya has won the elections. Why is it that this time around, they have taken this long? In my thinking, that these people are trying to play games. They are trying to play games. And I wish I could go in details on that. I wish I could go in details on that. But let me leave it. Let me leave it. Let me bite my lips on that one. I'm biting my lips on that one. But I know what is going on. I know what is going on. I know what is going on. Look, the PF were quiet. From the time that we voted, they were quiet. Results have been flying around. They were all quiet. They went in a hole. They went in a hole. Nobody, you couldn't see anyone. There was nothing. Even all the spin doctors, they were quiet. They woke up today, this morning, starting with smart egos. And they came up bubbling with confidence. Bubbling with confidence. Where did they get the confidence? Where has the confidence come from? Where has the confidence come from? All of a sudden, when you were quiet, people were congratulating Hakainde Hichilema. You were not saying anything. But this morning, you came bubbling with confidence. And we saw the big wigs of the PF going to Mulungushi. And when they went to Mulungushi, they were bubbling with confidence. And they stood up in a way trying to intimidate everyone. How come? It is because they know what they have done. They know what they have done. And I wish I could go in those details, but I will not go into those details because I don't want, I don't want to go into that. I don't want to go into that. But I know what is going on. I know what is going on. I know what is going on. I'm insisting. I know what is going on. Mind you, I know what is going on. Now, since I know what is going on, I want to tell you, my brothers and sisters, that it will not work. It will not work. Whatever is going on will not work. Why? Because a lot of people came. Imagine we are talking about the average of about almost between 75 to 80% turnout. That is very serious. That is very serious. So those tricks which you and I know cannot work this time around. This time around, I'm telling you, my brothers and sisters, that at this point in time, those tricks cannot work. Those tricks cannot work. They can't work. And you know that I know what I'm talking about. You know that I know what I'm talking about. It can't work at this point in time for a number of reasons. Number one, a lot of people turned out to vote. Those people who turned out to vote, look at the streets and the polling stations. Look how they filled up the polling stations. I went round to see how people voted. Here where I stay in Roma, the queue was as long as almost a kilometer. As long as almost a kilometer. There were many people. If you go to what is this town center, at the library, it was a long queue. If you go to the post office, a long queue. Everywhere I went, there were a lot of people. And indeed, the figures are showing with the voter turnout. So with that kind of situation, those people who know politics, you don't use those methods. You don't use those methods. That method, you don't use it. It can't work. It can't work. So please, Nami Papata, it can't work. It can't work. People are too alert. They are too alert and also emotional. So please, just withdraw that strategy. There is a strategy. Please withdraw that strategy. Withdraw that strategy and allow the results to just flow. Allow the results to just flow. Stop withholding the results. Let them flow. Just flow. Let them just flow as they are. Let them just flow as they are. I'm insisting. Then number two, the people that want to use that strategy, you are all amateurs. You are all amateurs. You don't know. You don't know how to manage things. You can't manage this thing. You are working backwards. The system that you want to use, you are working backwards. You can't manage it. I told you before, you needed Kaiza Zulu. You needed Chirubanama. Those people, they know how to manage elections. They know how to win elections. I told you, I was telling you, Kaiza Zulu, you need Kaiza Zulu. If Kaiza Zulu was around, this election would not be as complicated as it is. You don't know, and you are just putting yourself in problems. You are putting yourself in problems. I am not saying anything. I'm just saying they are just strategies. I'm sure you can understand. They're just strategies. Strategies of winning elections. An election is like a game. But when you use a certain strategy, like even in football, the strategy will not work. You are trying to use a 2-2-6 formation. It will not work because you are amateurs. You don't know. You don't know. Toale mieva ati ukukwata having degrees nama doctorate. It doesn't mean that you can do politics. It doesn't mean that you can manage elections. You can't. Look at 2015. Look at what happened in 2015. Look at what happened in 2016. Ask Kaiza Zulu, he will tell you. Ask Kaiza Zulu, he will tell you. He knew how to manage elections. You think Sata appointed Kaiza Zulu as permanent secretary for what? Why do you think Sata appointed Kaiza Zulu as permanent secretary? You think such positions, you easily any them? Nothing. In this election, you were failing in many fronts. You can't manage it. You can't manage it. You failed in many fronts. Even now, you are failing in the way that you are doing everything. I mean, I'm telling you, Mwirangala, politics te havana. Politics te havana. Politics te havana yo. Te havana. So, vane mwachepa. Mwachepa. Ichi chaise chichakulisha. Ichi chaise chichakulisha. Chikulu ichi. You can't handle it. You can't handle it. I know you are trying frantically to see how you can handle it. But tamwaichite handle. You can't handle it. It's too late. The horse has already bolted. The horse has already bolted. Now if Makalei, you should have contended before. But you were busy fighting some of us. You are busy fighting some of us. You are busy trying to amass money, being selfish. You thought elections are not coming. For you, you thought an election is just like that. No, it's just a matter of letting Edgar Lungu move around, and that's it, we have campaigned. It doesn't work out like that. It doesn't work out like that. It doesn't. Hey, 2016, muipushani mwamba, muipushani Anthony Mukwita. My wife is telling me that they have started. Okay, I'll be coming. My wife is telling me that they have started announcing. But I'll start. Anyway, don't just whatever. You can even record it. If you record it, I'll come and follow it. My wife is telling me that they have started announcing. So anyway, the point is, you mwachepa. Now mchepa, guys, you can't handle this one. The best that you should do is simply, concede. Concede, because the more you hold on to this, the more you delay this, you are messing up. And you might end up in big trouble. You end up in problems if you continue holding on to this. Just let go. Just let go, so that, the winner can take it up. The winner can take it up. I think I want to follow, the results. I'll come back later. Let me go and follow the results.